Welcome everybody to Ole Bull State Park here in Potter County, Pennsylvania. Here I am at site number 52 and we got in Sunday and today is Tuesday morning, it is the 22nd. So I'm going to take you guys around the campsite. I'm going to show you some sites that I think would be outstanding for tenting, because that's what we do here, and take you into the facilities and show you around the park a little bit. Like I said, I just want people to see before they come here what the park is like, give them a good sense, and that way they can decide if they would like to camp here or not. Now, strictly, this is just my opinions. It doesn't hold anything against the park, but it's just my opinion about as a camper and as a tenter. You really look for certain areas and certain locations when you tent, because of is the ground going to be level? Is there a picnic table? What the fire rings are going to look like? Is there shade over top of you or not? Is there a creek or a river nearby? Stuff like this can be very important when you decide on where you want to tent at, where you want to camp. So let me show you around. Right below my campsite is Kettle Creek, and had some really good fortune here yesterday. Landed a brown trout, rainbow, and my very first ever brook trout was caught right over in that shoreline over there. Beautiful color. Unfortunately, I didn't have my phone with me, because, you know, how do you take a picture of a fish when you got it on? But one of the nice things about Ole Bull is the Kettle Creek that comes rolling right on through here. So if you're an avid fisherman, this is where you want to be. This is a beautiful, beautiful park. You can fish the whole ways up north and whole ways back down south. There's spots everywhere, and just a really good trout stream. Well, there's George, as always. George goes with us everywhere, and we are at site number 52. Here's our fire ring, and we have the canopy up over, and we got the hammock dweller over there. She waves. Picnic table was good. Good spot to park yourself, to back yourself into, and it has electric. We are, like I said, we are tenting here, and this is my Coleman darkroom technology 6-person tent. Now there's a ton of room in there for my daughter and I. We got cold last night. I ain't gonna lie. I got down to I think I got down to 50, what the truck said this morning. But as you can look around here, there is plenty of room and beautiful, beautiful locations in this area, in this section. There's 2 different campsites. There's a, I think this is the loop, and the other one's the lower. About 2 spots down, we have the facilities, the restrooms. There's a wash sink. I'll take you over there in a little bit. And we have some other tent sites around us. Well, they're camper sites, but you know, you can use them for tent sites. So kind of give you a general idea. Any one of the sites to my left would be more than adequate to have a tent. Site number 48, 50, and I think this one is 49's across from me. Yeah, 48. So I'm going to take you around and let you see what's going on. In Campground Area 1, the furthest non-electric sites are back at the tip of the Campground Area 1. There's 3 spots back here, and these are really nice spots. If you were tenting, these would definitely be ideal. So it'd be site number 57, 58, and 59 would be really nice to have a tent location. They got nice picnic tables, they got adequate shade, they got nice areas to pull into, and you would have your peace and quiet. So if you had multiple people, this would be really nice to all 3, you know, see if you had 3 different families all set up together here. So real nice areas, nice fire pits too. continuing around the loop, we have more non-electric sites to our right, and then to our left, we have electric sites. So anything to the right of us, from 62 on down to probably 67, 68. I'm sorry, 67, 69 would be just as adequate for tenting. There's nice level areas here. Picnic tables are good. Nice shade, and really nice fire rings here in this Campground Area 1. And as you can see, the amount of trees within the park gives you all kinds of shade. Really nice. As we're leaving Campground Area 1, we got volleyball nets, and at the bottom down here is the pedestrian bridge that you use to walk across Kettle Creek. We got some sliding boards and horseshoe pits down here as well. Something you don't see too often at state parks, horseshoe pits. Leaving Camp Area A, or Camp Area 1, here we have a little monument to Ole Bull. Has the American flag. I think that's either Finland or Swedish flag. I'm not sure. Finland, I think. You got a couple trailheads down here. But over in this section here, this is non-electric. This is site 81 and 80. These would be really nice. The only problem I see here is if people coming in and out at night, they're going to be shining their headlights on you. But aside from that, you're next to the creek, and you could really have yourself a nice time down here, I feel. Yep, he's there, huh? There's a big one right there in front of it. So as you enter the park, you're actually going to go across the bridge for your cars, and also for snowmobiles as well, for during the winter months. But yeah, this is a nice bridge here. To my right, as you're going into campsite 1, you're going to be areas where kids can fish, and to my left is where you can fish as an adult. But yeah, this is a nice little area here. Once you cross the bridge, you're going to go into the picnic area, and I believe they have, I see 1, 2, 3, I think 4, 5 pavilions that you can rent for parties and whatnot. And these are Civilian Conservation Corps built, I believe. We'll go over to this one over here, the main one. And 4 pavilions, that's it. Four pavilions. I thought I saw 5. So yes, there's 4 pavilions to rent. There's also an amphitheater. We'll take you up there. I want to take you into this one pavilion here and show you the stonework from the Civilian Conservation Corps. The logs, the beams. Beautifully structured. Good picnic tables. Extra picnic tables out around. Look at that fireplace and mantle. That's impressive. There's lighting if it gets dark. We have horseshoe pits directly behind us. There's a water source. Let's walk over here, see if that works. Oh yeah. Let's push that sucker down and it comes screaming on out. So yes, this is looks like there's restrooms over here behind the amphitheater as well. There's also a playground down below. Would be a perfect spot to have a picnic or have a gathering or a family reunion or a birthday party. When you exit the park, you're gonna come up by the lodge. The lodge is, you can actually rent this. I think it has 3 or 4 bedrooms in it, 2 baths. I know it has 2 baths. And it can sleep up to 8, I believe. We'll come up or by there though in a second. To our left up here, we have our garbage and we have our recycling. I like how there's a keystone built into the fireplace. That's pretty cool. Let's see if I can get a better view of that. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. It's a pretty good craftsmanship right there. This is the front of the cabin that you can rent, the lodge. And you have your own fenced in area. You can have your fires. There is running water in here. Like I said, there is you get 2 bathrooms. So this would be interesting to visit, to rent. And it's open year round, which makes it nice too. Down past the lodge, we have the park office. We'll see if they're open today or not. Just left the park office. They're open. They have merchandise in there for sale, but everything is cash or check. No card, no ATM. So if you do want to get some merchandise while you're here at the park, make sure you have cash. So right next to the camp office, they have firewood and ice for sale. So let me turn you around here, and that way you can check that out. Okay, we have firewood sale. It's firewood $5 a bundle. It looks like they are closed. Yeah, there's a lock on it, so it must be closed. But over here, to me, this is a game changer. This is ice. And it's not too often you see a lot of state parks that have ice. So you have small bags of ice. They're $3 per bag or 2 for $5. So, and ice money goes inside of the woodshed. And it is the honor system. And if you do decide to use the honor system, please use it respectfully. Because this stuff here is really good for us campers that need ice for our coolers and whatnot. So, okay, let's run around campground number 2 now. Let's see what we got down here. Coming into campground number 2, this is campsite number 1. It's non-electric. Again, coming into the camp, everything on the right-hand side is non-electric, but everything on the left-hand side is electric. So there's some nice sites over here that would be nice for tenting. Some nice level areas. I still prefer campground number 1 over number 2, only because the creek is right there. But this seems like it could be pretty quiet though. And not really on top of each other either. I personally think that site number 11 here would be absolutely prime for tenting. You have a nice parking area. You have a lamp hook, which a lot of the sites do. A really nice picnic table. A nice fire pit. But boy, that'd be prime for a tent. Really nice area down here at campsite number 2. So number 11, definitely, if you have an opportunity, this would be really nice to have. Also, it's just a throw and stow away from the facilities as well. as we make the loop heading out of the campsite number 2, campsite 20, 18. Looks like 22 and 24. That'd be pretty decent as well. You're up against the bank. So, and again, you have the facilities right across from you. So let's go take a look inside of these facilities here. Okay, the women's restroom. They have a family assistant toilet. Let's take a look in here. Okay, it's open. And inside we have a nice shower. They have a shower head and also a nozzle or a handheld shower. Automatic sinks. And what's nice about these is when you close that and you lock that, they can't get in from the outside. So once that's locked and you're in here, you have complete privacy. Now, let's go into the men's. Make sure no one's in here. And again, if you have 3 sinks, 2 stand-ups, 2 sit-downs. You have a handicap sit-down. Shower curtains, which are really, really nice to have. And this is the handicap assistant. So what's nice about these is these handles, once you turn them on, they stay on. A lot of campsites, a lot of campgrounds have the ones where you have to push the buttons. You get like 30 seconds at a pop. So these are nice campsites. These are nice facilities here at Ole Bull. Campground number 2 is pet friendly. So if you do want to bring your pets, your dogs, your cats, or whatever it is you may want to bring, that is welcomed here. In front of us, as we start heading back to campground number 2, I think I told you earlier, we have an amphitheater where they do demonstrations, they give talks, they do movie nights down here, if I'm not mistaken. They do a lot of things down here, which is nice because, sometimes when you come to parks, it's always nice to have an option or to learn about the park or about some sort of wildlife, bats or snakes or whatever they want to show. So it's really a nice area. There's a nice playground up there as well. So, and in front of me is the pedestrian bridge that's going to cross over Kettle Creek. You are not allowed to fish off the bridge, and fishing from the car entrance the whole ways up past the swimming area is only permitted for children and for those who are handicapped that want to fish. Let me tell you, there are some nice fish down here. So look up towards the dam. These waters are stocked with rainbow and with brown, but from what I've been told, the brook trout are native. And from what I saw last night from the brook trout that I caught, they definitely look native. Here's a deck to view the dam and the spillway. To our left is a swimming area. Look at all the fish down there. My goodness. behind the facilities is a beach section here. There's people down there, so I'm not going to take you down there. So I'm just going to show you real quick. It goes from 3 feet to 5 feet. You can change in the restrooms here. So, but yeah, it's just a really nice area. So again, no fishing now. Well, in closing, I hope this was helpful for everybody or anybody that might be interested in coming to Ole Bull State Park. It's a beautiful site. It's a beautiful park. Really, really pretty. Lots to do down here too. You have other parks. You have Kettle Creek. You have Heiner View, which you can go watch people jump off of the cliff with the hang gliders. There's also Heiner State Park too, which we had a chance to visit yesterday, just to kind of scope things out. But yes, if you have an opportunity to come down here, please check it out. And hopefully this video was helpful for you in deciding where and when you want to stay. As always, I appreciate you all watching. If you like what I'm doing here, hit the like button, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next trail.